Hi, class. The resource that I chose this week for the discussion board was Jonathan Edwards' sermon, A Divine and Supernatural Light Immediately Imparted to the Soul by the Spirit of God. Edwards wrote this in 1734. In his opening letter, Jonathan Edwards displayed apprehension to publish it, but did so out of the gratification of others and for their benefit. Edwards was really in tune with his audience at this time. His hope was that his audience would hear these words without prejudice. Edwards knew deep down that he was God's instrument, and that any actions he took or sermons he wrote were for the glory and honor of the Lord. Edwards chose the verse Matthew 16:17, highlighting Jesus' discussion of his identity with his disciples. Who do you say that I am is the driving question at the heart of Edwards' sermon. It is profound that Edwards chose this verse. The state of Christianity at this time in 1734 was one of explosive growth. In society, however, deists were countering traditional Christian culture. Deism stressed morality and rejected the Orthodox Christian view of the divinity of Christ, viewing him more as a teacher of morality. Famous deists at the time included Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, both very popular figures. Edwards emphasized the importance of knowledge above anything of the flesh and blood in this sermon. God is the author of knowledge, and understanding that God does use flesh and blood as a means of influence is at the heart of Edwards' purpose in this sermon. Edward goes on to explain that God blesses us with the sanctification of the Holy Spirit, and Edwards refers to this as a spiritual and divine light that is immediately imparted on a Christian once they become a Christian. Edwards describes first what is not the definition of divine light. He instructs that the Lord may indeed act upon the mind of a natural man, but he acts in the mind of a saint as an indwelling principle or sanctification. With natural man, God does not unite himself. He unites with the mind of a saint and takes them for his temple. Holiness is evidence of this, and holiness is a proper nature of the Spirit. Anyone showing to be in the Spirit should display holiness. This was one of my favorite sermons that I've read in this class so far, and I really believe that it points to how amazing Edwards was as an apologist too at the time he was alive. So thank you for listening.